Well, here we are. Calgary Flames game day. It is Wednesday, the 2nd of October. We're into it. How do we feel about it? I mentioned when I walked in this morning that the sun's getting a little lazy, eh? Already?
It's odd you noticed that this morning as well, because I felt the same when I arose from my slumber.
Where's the sun? Let's go. Get up. It's already
dark out.
On our way to 7
Am I
o'clock
up early?
here. What are we doing?
Hello.
That's all right. But you know what it is? I'll tell you what. It's good for us chubbies. We're full on into hoodie season now.
Oh,
yeah. You can just wear it's all fat clothes. So you can bring them all back out. The sweatpants, the elastic bands.
So cozy.
Oh, so good. I even put a big like a jacket over the sweater, so it's good. You can hide all your shame and misery and all of that. But look at you.
Soup.
I'm
making soup today.
Yeah. Are you really?
I've got the bones in the pot.
Wow.
We're bubbling and mixing.
Got soup going. Very nice. Very nice.
I might double down on the soup, actually, not to berate the soup too much, but
how do you double down?
I'm going to do the chicken noodle and a hamburger soup today, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
Worried about you. It's a lot.
I'll be all right.
Be all right? You'll handle it?
Uh-oh. Who are you phoning?
Nobody. I'm just checking.
Big news?
No.
News of the day?
No, there's no news of the day. Jack and I.
So should we lead off with the presidential, the vice presidential debate last night, or what do you want to talk about
see any of it.
Get into some politics and some.
I watched the last one with him and her. I didn't see the one last night with him and him.
I'm just thinking that maybe we should add some different elements to our show.
I'm not sure that's the elements people
talk
want
about the border security and
the
Middle East.
Hey, make no mistake, some people are very into it.
Oh
yeah, there's a lot of people that are very, very into it. I'm not sure I think maybe almost our show is an escape from some of that. That feels very real.
Sorry for
kind of real life and stuff. Here, it's like I wonder what those idiots are.
What
doing.
kind of soup are they making?
What kind of soup is on today? They're doubling down today.
I've
That's
also
great.
got some great cod loins that I'm considering making into. It's either I'm making fish and chips or I'm going to make a cod chowder.
Cod loins.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that's what they were called. So they're just like the
fillets.
All right. Fair enough.
It's fish.
Yeah. I was out doing the butter run last night.
Got away.
Yeah.
Jack, get some butter.
No, I went to Sobeys though. I don't know if they didn't get the memo or what. It didn't seem like there was any deals.
Maybe
here's the thing with
different chains.
Here's the thing. No, I think you need your scene card or something. And then would you rather have the scene points or the 15% off?
15% off.
So, yeah, the 15. Yeah.
You know, I do have the scene card, but my phone was dead, so I couldn't put it into and I don't have the actual card.
Can't use it.
Do you have your receipt?
No.
Okay.
You're hooked.
Not sure what we can do.
See ya in November, which sounds gross.
Yeah. Maybe
November? Oh.
Yeah.
Shoveler loaded up.
Yeah.
She went big.
Yeah. I got a couple.
Proud of her.
Yeah. Got a couple. But while I was on the butter run and at the grocery store, bit of a traderoo in the old fantasy with Jack and I. Bang. While I was getting butter.
You and Jack had a trade?
That's right.
I didn't even see.
Oh, yeah.
Big trade.
How come no one wants to trade with me?
I'll trade with you.
I got some great receivers.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I traded Terry McLaurin for DeAndre Swift. It was very quick business. Dean said, I need a receiver. You need a running back.
I need a running back. I had receivers. Why didn't it?
I was just, I got looking at, because it was waiver day yesterday for everybody that's in fantasy. I'm like, geez, I got some issues here with bye weeks. And on my bench, I've got some more bye weeks, and I don't even have enough to.
Whatever. My team.
Sorry, Red.
That's the kind of guy I needed.
I'll send you one.
Yeah, but now you'll try and scam me.
I don't know if I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that kind of guy. If something comes out and you hear something weird on the show today, we're testing new software.
It's Jack's fault.
It's not really anybody's fault. It's just before we What it is they give you a trial. And when
Free trial?
yeah, when the trial comes to an end, it just starts playing static. So that's all
Like
you're
white
going to
noise for
yeah.
sleep. That's great.
Yeah, it'll put you right out. It'll put you right out. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. See what happens there with that. But if you kind of turn it off and then turn it back on, you get another. I think it's 20 minutes
like
at a
the
time.
old Blue movies in the hotel rooms where you had that quick viewing. If you
That's right.
You had
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm
Weren't
not
they
sure here
called
if we get to the good part before the static hits or not.
weren't they called that in the old
What's that?
Blue movies?
Well, I know
now it's just Google.
if you're working blue means swearing in for like comedy or stand up or whatever. If so, he or she they're working blue. So I'm not sure. They were called a number of things.
They were called Blue movies.
Blue movies
or Blueies. Yeah.
Sure, that's what it is. Anyway,
sorry.
So that's what that.
Because
that allows us to before you drop some money on it, you want to make sure. Well, does the stuff work so you can play the?
Oh my god!
So you can play the stuff again. It's like you know what I found in the old archives. You'll appreciate this.
There's stupid everywhere, Ryan. I had too much stupid.
Brett's done. He's done with stupid.
More stupid.
Have new voices. Are you going to be able to avoid stupidity?
Stupid. More stupid. And don't be stupid.
Stupid bus is full today.
Maybe I'm the stupid one.
So again, these are the things we have to do to have that kind of goodness.
Very exciting.
Yeah, that kind of goodness. It's a Flames game day there in Winnipeg. I reached out to Winnipeg. They're busy in Winnipeg.
Lots going on.
A lot going on in Winnipeg.
Is the sun coming up?
Winnipeg is a lot going on in Winnipeg. So much Winnipeg. But there is going to be a game. There's going to be a game in Winnipeg tonight.
Got time to put on a game at least.
Yeah. You know what? Tonight, I believe, is the penultimate preseason game.
I hate that word. Why we use it?
Because it's the second one. Because then the next one is the last one on the Friday. Friday's Hawaiian Shirt Day. I got to get a Hawaiian Shirt Day. So the question is, what's it? What's up for grabs? This game, does it really mean anything? If somebody comes out tonight and you think they're on the team and they play like crap, are they going to get the boot? If they're not on the squad, if they're not penciled in, if they played great tonight, hey, maybe they're in. I'm not sure. Here's a look at the practice lines from yesterday. As they continue now, there was some, is Backlund going to be okay? Well, there's Backlund. Pospisil between Mantha and Huberdeau. Kadri, Sharangovich, Kuzmenko. Zeri with Backlund and Coleman. And then Lomberg on that fourth line with the Rune Dog and Klapka, the D pairings.
Kind of penciling that one in a lot, aren't they?
I know. Yeah, I know. Mirmanov with Uyghur. Ball. Get a chance to see him. We'll talk about him in a moment.
I don't like this lineup.
With Rasmus Anderson and then Tyson Barrie with Braden Pahal and then Vladar and Wolf in the back end. So that's what you've got right there. That's your practice list from yesterday.
That's just practice. That's not today's.
Right.
That's not right. This morning's skates.
Change. Yeah, we'll have those when they come in. But Huska yesterday, they did announce some cuts. They're getting down to it. Two things yesterday. Cuts were made. The guys that didn't have to clear waivers were sent down. Artem Grushnikov, Valtteri Ignatiev, the goaltender, and Yan Kuznetsov, the defenseman, were all assigned to the American Hockey League and the Calgary Wranglers. Ilya Solovyov was put on waivers for the purposes of getting to the Calgary Wranglers. So should he not be claimed? I'm guessing by now we'd probably know. Is it 10 or noon? It's right around now. Let's assume he doesn't.
Depends where you are.
Yeah, I guess it depends. So he'll go down. Martin Firk and Justin Kirkland, they cleared waivers on the weekend. They're still with the team. So, matter of time, it would seem. So they are now at 3 goalies, 11D, 21 forwards, leaving 35 players in camp.
Do we have that full list? That seems like a lot to be keeping around when the Wranglers are down the road.
Well, and again, there's 3. Solovyov is in that group. Kirkland, Firk, they're in that group. But yeah, they have to be cap compliant and down to the 23-man roster by Monday at 3 p.m.
Eastern?
Mountain.
Wow. Mountain.
Pike Bomb.
Hmm.
Yep. Pike's Place.
I would have expected Eastern, but
Yeah. No, it's 3 p.m. So Huska, he's the head coach, and he was asked a number of questions. I'll share them with you as they get into it here. You never got the tap on the shoulder. Hey, kid, you didn't make it. You've never been cut
no. Don Hay cut me putts.
from.
World Juniors.
Yeah. Okay.
Headbutt him.
Was that the year before you went?
Yes.
Then you went the following year.
That was the lockout year. It's fairly good squads.
I see. So who did they take instead of you when you were
Chad
17?
Allen?
Hmm.
My partner.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you were younger, right?
He was we're the
Same age?
Yep.
Ooh.
He was great though. Anyway, this is a stupid conversation because everyone's like, who the hell
You know,
is
and you know-
Chad Allen?
You know what I was going to do, and then I opted against it. It's like, oh, look whose birthday it is. Maybe I'll find some video or a picture. It's like, I'm doing this for two people, me and Rhett. It's Norm Miracle's birthday.
Oh, really? Today?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a Blades chat.
I believe it was today. And the photo was it was a hockey card of his Detroit Red Wing days. Norm Miracle. Saskatoon Blade great. And I think they still have his jersey hung at the Flames community arenas in the old
No, the Calgary East.
Is it at the East? Yes, okay. Yeah.
East Calgary Arena. For
Right.
sure it is. Because every time I go by, I take a picture and send it to the Blades.
Yeah. Okay. Derailed there a little bit. So anyway,
Now, what did Huska say?
about getting cut, you go, so it's bad news. From a coaching standpoint, it's great news. We want to have a lot of battles. We want it to be tough decisions. When you get cut, this is the shits. This sucks. This is no good
Lame.
whatsoever. And Huska kind of said, well, the conversations aren't very good. You don't like having to do that. But when you have guys that are either that are right there, that are close, you try and really get through to them that you're on the right path.
If you continue to
The work that you've put in is not in vain. This is not a failure in any way, shape, or form. But at the same time, there's the thought: go and be a good pro. Detroit always let their guys cook. You send them to the American Hockey League. You go to the American. I think even Daryl really was a proponent of sending guys to the A, learning down there. And Huska is one of those guys as a player and as a coach. He went to the American League. But Huska talking about sometimes if you're ready, depending on the player.
subliminal.
Yeah. Take a look, see here with Huska.
Oh, sure. And it's, as we mentioned last night, it's not just now. Let's say someone starts in the minors, but the first few games you're not happy with someone. It's really easy to say, hey, let's make a change here because this player we know has been playing well and we'd like to get him up here. Maybe that's the difference for us. So it's ongoing. So I really want the guys to continue to push the last two games, even if they are a so-called bubble guy. Any way you look at it, whether it's your last game that you're going to get to play, you want to leave a really good impression, and you want to make sure that if you aren't on the roster opening day, that you're the first guy that's going to be recalled should something happen.
You talked about it yesterday. Media people that do this sort of thing. We spend so much time getting into definitives and guarantees, and here's what it's going to be. The opening night roster, it's as though you're setting it in stone. Things change in a hurry, and you would think with the AHL team being right here, and so there's going to be a lot of these guys that you don't need waivers, that you're going to have some movement back and forth. So
I lots of movement. That's the whole point of having your farm team.
And
in
I
the same
think,
city.
yeah, I think sometimes when you're a young player, you'd think, screw this. But you could probably see it. There's young guys. I played with him last year. He's 1 year older, whatever. You could probably tell that it's not lip service when the coach says to you, go down there and keep working because there's a chance you could be here sooner than later.
You'll know where you are, but there are two sides. Of course, he's going to say that. I don't disagree with it. It is true. But next year's another crop if you don't get your chance this year.
There is that.
Also that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, we drafted your right winger. Oh, we took a right winger first round.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's like when the quarterback, they took a young oh, okay.
Yes. You're going to have, you're never out of it. You always have a chance.
Yeah.
But when you have that chance, Get through the door.
And there have been guys,
And close the door behind you.
and it's not to bring his name up because I don't know where he is in this mix, but a guy like Walker Dewar. Didn't know a lot of, Walker was one of those guys skating a camp and then got the call, came in. It's like, look at this guy go.
Walker. Dude.
Walker Dewar. We were all
Loving him.
and then all of a sudden, well,
Married.
another draft class comes in, young guys, this and that. I don't know that he's really in the mix here for an opening night job based on
I
what we've
haven't heard
seen.
his name mentioned.
Pretty quiet. So the bubble guys, I was saying 2 games left. The last night's usually all the full-time NHL roster. They all want to play at least that last game to be ready. Can you do enough? Is there enough can you soil yourself? Can you totally redeem yourself here in 1 game or 2 games left? And Huska again, kind of doubling down. He said, he was asked, where are the battles? Where's spots to be won? He's in net, on D, and up front. Legit across the board. There is legit and sincere battles and spots to be won. But he too, again, kind of doubling down about the bubble. Just work and be ready. Whatever news you get in the next week, this is going to be an all hands on deck team effort kind of a thing. On the bubble.
On the bubble.
On the bubble.
We just listened to On the Bubble.
I think
Okay.
we were listening to the wrong one.
I was doing the so how about the AHL then?
All these new buttons.
To having guys in the AHL grow and learn how to play a professional game. I mean, we've seen guys recently go through the American League and come back and be really successful players for us. I think it's a great step for a young guy. I really do. Having said that, if a guy's come in and he shows that he can play and is ready now, then that's something we're going to look at.
So people's radar went up.
Honzek.
Nothing wrong with going to the American League. I think it's a great league. It's the whole. But at the same time, if you're here and you're ready and you're showing you're ready, saddle up, partner. Honzek being the direct connection that fans are making there.
Hoping. Yeah. Because he alluded to it, how good he was.
Yeah.
And go ahead. I actually agree with that. I think it's, again, it's probably both. You've got 2 sides to every coin. You know, you can say, well, Darryl and the Red Wings or different organizations have. There it is.
There it is. Let's shut it off, I thought. There, yeah, get out of here.
That's not bad. That's not bad background noise for sleep.
You don't mind? Yeah, it's about.
okay.
What do you use the app on your phone?
Yeah. No, I just have a fan on.
Oh, do you? Yeah, we've got the apps.
Yeah.
I'm on. It's not. I'm brown nose guy.
noises. Yes.
Yeah.
Brown noise is way
sure
better. White.
if-
White is too shrill.
Yeah, it's way too. Yeah, yeah. Need the brown noise.
Anyway, back to what
Go ahead.
we were talking about.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember what we were talking about. But I think what I was trying to say was that I think kids nowadays maybe don't need as much. Not everyone. You can't blanket statement anything.
Yeah.
But I think some of the kids nowadays they're ready at a younger age. They've been. We didn't get treated professionally in junior. My kid's 15.
Yeah.
He's got better treatment now than I had in Buffalo in 90. Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe it.
They're way more on top of things, for good or bad. But again, just to say that, oh, it's good to put them down there and season them. Not if they're going to contribute here.
Yeah.
Why are we going to risk a knee injury in Adirondack when we could be playing? He could be making a difference for our squad.
Yeah.
So if you're ready, play. And the other point I wanted to make is because it stands out to me. You asked about the last couple games. To add a personal side to it, in Florida, we played Tampa Bay the second last game of the year. We played in Hartford the last game. And I only know this because Dwayne Sutter told me this years later. Against Tampa Bay, Chris Gratton was yipping at me on the way to the bench. I didn't think anything of it. Management's watching. I didn't fight him.
Yeah.
They had me penciled in. Wasn't going to play the last game because
You were good.
I was good. Didn't fight Gratton. For me, it was nothing. It wasn't even, I didn't even realize it was but they saw it and they're like, is he scared? Now I'm playing Hartford. I don't know any different.
Yeah.
I fought twice. Okay, he's good. We'll keep him.
Yeah.
So every game does matter. The last two, the first two, they all matter.
Yeah. And they'd be looking for different things from different guys. For you, it was obviously physicality. For
Yeah,
other guys,
it's a different era, but
Yeah.
but the point being, yeah, the last game could matter. The last period, the last, all of it.
Sure. Yeah. And it does. And I feel like this is kind of one of those camps. There's a lot of D-men kicking around. There's a lot of forwards. The one that we've talked about, we don't need to get into it again, but Jacob Pelche with his waiver, the necessity for waivers, that maybe it puts him in a different class. But I think there's a lot of other guys. Let's see how you are here the next couple games. And if you continue to trend for Honzek, if he continues to stay where he's at, if another goal,
putting up points and contributing and being noticed, you're going to have a hard time. And we've talked about this. I said it yesterday. Jankowski came in. I'm not a Jankowski fan, but he came in and was one of the best players in training camp one year, and they sent him to the frickin' minors.
Yeah.
I snapped. I'm like, what message are you sending? If Honzek continues to put up points and has been one of your best players, and you stick him in the minors, I don't know if that's the right message.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the end of the world? No. You can do whatever the hell you want. But if he's earned the spot, he's come in, played the way you want him to play. Oh, yeah, well, sorry. We're going to send you the minors anyway. That's a tough.
And you can shape it. You're coming out of junior. You played a little bit in the American League. Go down, but continue. But you can
send them down whenever you want. Continue.
But I'm kind of with you. It's one thing to come in and try hard, but when you have done exactly what they've asked, and you've been one of the better players against NHL competition with NHL guys.
Yeah, what are you hoping to see from me? Like,
what more could I do? Just be a year older? Is that
so? That's should have been born.
I can't be any older than I am right now. But I've got whatever it is, 5 assists and a goal and leading the team.
And Huska alluded to it. There's going to be movement throughout the year. If Honzek's great right now, and in at the end of October he gets spooked by Halloween,
sure,
send him down.
Yeah,
who cares?
Yeah,
move guys.
You wonder if is Coronado a guy who's maybe
sliding back
a little bit because he had the great start.
Again, I was confused. I thought that was the game lines.
It was just practice.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, if I'm going into Winnipeg, that fourth line, get him out of there. What the hell does Lomberg need to play for?
Yeah, and
Rooney. Sorry, I need to know. What's Coronado? What's Pelche? What do I have here?
Yeah.
Can they contribute or not?
Yeah, I agree. It's exciting. I take him at his word. I don't know how many spots. We'll get into the defense in a moment. I think just with how it is, you know what the goalies are going to be.
Yeah.
You're going to see Vladar again here. Based on what he said, what Huska said yesterday, and Wolf is going to play. So I don't know. I don't know exactly, but there's a couple spots anyway. Just sending
Conroy a message telling him who to play.
Yeah,
Huska. Listen, we're gonna have to see some of these kids here tonight. I don't want to see the veterans.
That'll do it. What about has Honzek been texting you back? I know he was giving it to
just
you.
The ones.
Yeah. Now just leave him alone. It's a game day. You can't bug him on a game day. No. Okay, so on the blue line, couple things we'll hear. You obviously know who's going to be there. You're going to see Rasmus Anderson and Mackenzie Weegar. What about? I guess we'll start with Tyson Barrie. He's the guy who's still on a PTO. Everybody else got a contract. This is the one thing that can very easily just release him and it opens up a spot. You've got Hanley and Bean. And Ball is going to get back in. That's the one thing that Huska said. Ball hasn't practiced. Going to try him with Rasmus Anderson, he says, on Friday. So that sounds like he'll get in for that one. But for Tyson Barrie, he's been working on his off wing. It's not the most. It seems like more than ever, just with how quick the speed of the game has picked up and everything. It's harder. They say.
Don't stop.
All right. Playing on the off wing as a defenseman can be tricky. It's hard, this sort of thing. So they've got Barrie there. So why is he there? Is it because he's better there, or is it to make room on the right side? Here was Huska talking about Barrie's camp.
Based on the number of guys we have on the back end, you look at the people that we have on the right side, there's some good competition there. We like what Pahal does because he's a physical presence there. Everybody brings something that's a little different. So when you're trying to put your lineup together, Tyson's got a very special skill set like Kuzi does in a way where he's elite on the power play. So is there a way where you can incorporate him into the group? So trying him on the left side is a way where we get a chance to look to see if that's a way we can potentially do it. Because of who he is and what he does and how he plays the game as an experience, I mean, he's ran a lot of different power plays and some pretty good organizations that have had power plays that have been in the top of the league. And when you have so many younger defensemen that our organization does now, they look to a guy like that to see how Tyson does things. So I think he's come in the right way. That's the one thing that I'm most impressed with. Like, he's come in and he's worked every day. He's done whatever has been asked of him over the course of the summer. And he'd probably tell you the same thing. This is the hardest he's worked to make sure that he puts himself in a position to earn a contract. He's not taking anything for granted. And I like his approach, how it's been so far.
So it doesn't sound like a coach who's unhappy with what he's seen there. And I wonder, so you move him to the other side. We've got so much competition on the right side. Well, who's on that right side? He talked about Braden Pahal. Was then asked a little bit further because Pahal, he had 2 goals in the one game and then scored again the other night. He's physical all the time. Why are you laughing?
Well, he scored a goal. I don't think you could rely on Pahal.
No, but there again, a guy who is getting noticed.
Yep.
And so is Barrie moving over because Pahal's
My whole thing. So do you want to keep going? Did you have something else that you're?
Well, he talks about Pahal, but we can wait if you wanted to finish.
Well, it doesn't matter. Well, I wanted to make the point about Barrie, and I brought it up. Who did we have a guest on last week that we were talking about? Anyway, to me, Barrie, you only keep Barrie on the team if he's going to take away from your kids playing, I guess is what I'm saying. And to force it in there, I don't know. Is he that good on the power play that maybe? And you think that he's going to help you win some games? But the problem for me is I don't care if you win the games. But I don't know if that's the team philosophy, right? Yeah. They're going to want to win games. They're going to want to be in games. I just don't know that long term, if that's a benefit for your squad. I don't know that it handicaps you that much either. But I like I just said about Lomberg and Rooney, play a kid. What's Uyghur going to be? He's not going to be a power play. Yeah,
I don't know, because that's the thing. The conversation would be one if you're upstairs, I would think, in Conroy's office when it comes to Barrie, and it'd be another one in the coach's office because Huskers, I want to win some games. And if this guy is here and if he can put up 40 points, if he can be a power play guy for us, then go and just play in the third pair. Other guys can play in the American League and get way more minutes than you would get 9 minutes a night on, and they're right there. So I do wonder, but if Conroy's saying, I wouldn't mind seeing maybe one of these younger guys get in there. But
it's such a shitty spot to be in because they are not throwing in the towel on this season. You know what I mean? Like it's not a fire sale. We're happy to have 20 wins. Right? That's not going to be the Flames' philosophy on this. But they also, if you're being realistic about it, Tyson Barrie coming in and winning, helping you win 3 more games, can absolutely sewer you. At the draft. It's true. And I mean, it's not all going to be on Tyson Barrie, but if he is getting like it. I don't. Do you think that deeply about it? Maybe not, because if you're trying to do that, it's like I can't cover every base. It's impossible. Pick the best team. Let's go.
Because Conroy's probably also thinking if Barrie,
we can trade him,
we'll get another pick for him.
Yep.
We're just basically buying a draft pick of some sort. Maybe it's a second, maybe it's a third, or whatever it is. I would guess somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 million or less for Tyson Barrie on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, I don't even care what you pay him. You've got so much cap space that it's. I don't know.
Yeah. So Pahal,
but then you got to make him cheap enough if you do want to trade him.
Sure. Pahal on the right side was brought up by Huska when he was asked about it. Now again, you're kind of tea leaves trying to read. And so what's to make the move with Barrie, what are you doing? Is it Pahal? He was asked about Pahal, who has, in a way, stood out over the last week or so on the blue line.
Maybe he's a little quicker. I think he's continued to be physical for us for sure. I think maybe he's taken that up another step. But for me, Pahal is all about, he's always having to prove himself. You know, remember Derek Englund way back when here, like he got a chance later on in his career. Braden went waiver pickup, all that stuff, had to prove his way all the way along. He's one of those guys that just has to come to the rink every day fighting for that opportunity, and that's his mindset, and I think it always will be.
Picked him up off waivers off Vegas last year. I think everybody remembers. There was near the end of the year. And he was excited to come here because he knew he was going to get a chance to play. You're not going to play a whole lot in Vegas. And he is what he is. He's
got some bite to him. He does try to play physical, and you just said it. He is what he is.
Yeah. I
don't even, how old is he? 24?
Yeah. I mean, he's
still young.
He's younger than Romanov for sure. So I saw as you sit there, so you want Pahal here, and that's moved Barrie here, and he can stay, and it's so Ball's going to come in and play with Anderson on that second pairing on the left side, and then you're set.
Oh yeah, we'll be set. We'll lock it in for the season.
We won't need to talk. I don't know what we're going to talk about.
I know it'll be so lame because everything will just be written down, and then you can't change it.
Yeah, it'll be. And then there's Jake Veen, Brstevich. Nothing wrong with him going to the American Hockey League, but again, we got a couple of games left, so that's the story. And one last one, he was asked about Kuzmenko. Kuzi. You talked about him the other day. You think, hey, let's get some goals for this guy. Showed that skill. We saw it on occasion last year. The vision that he had in overtime the other night. As Huska will tell you, there's not a lot of that high-end skill in that locker room right now, and what he brings is pretty rare right now for this team.
He's been good. It's the skill set that he has that separates him from everybody else. Like, we don't have a player like him, and that's quite obvious with how he can control the puck in traffic and make plays under pressure. I think everybody looks for a reason at times to maybe why they don't like a player or why they don't think a player is that good. Well, yeah, he's offensive, but he doesn't commit to the defensive side of the game. Well, everybody plays it different, and that's why teams are made up of different people. If you had everybody that was the same, it wouldn't work. So you have to find people like Kuzi, and as I said, he's tried to get better on the defensive side of the game. He thinks about his details a lot. He asks questions a lot, but his special area or his area of expertise is what he does with the puck.
And it's interesting because in a way it almost felt like that's the defensive side of his game is what got him, if not run out, but traded out of Vancouver. Tocchet was not a fan early. The year before, it was a lot of goals for Kuzmenko, and it just did not work. He came here. He had injuries and some kind of a viral thing when he got here. But over the last month of the season, the power play picked up, his numbers picked up, and now here you are. I don't know how, because when we talked about Pelche, you were saying, we can turn you into a grinder if we need to. Let's see what you got for skill. I'm okay with a coach saying, let's let the skill guys be skill guys, and especially with this team.
Yes, go.
Yeah, I'm not going to bench you.
That doesn't give you. If you're the if you're the high guy and the puck's turned over and there needs to be a bit of a back check, yeah. But I don't need you dumping it and then. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hang on to the puck, make some plays. Go for it.
And there again, this feels, with Huska at least, this feels like an environment where you can make those mistakes and not get your ass chewed out and then sit and then feel like you're afraid to do something again.
It's also easy to say it in training camp and games on the line, and he doesn't back check and they score and they lose. It's like
there is a bit of because when you said
it's a nice spot for sorry.
No, you were talking about the expectations for this season and they're not committing to the rebuild. I don't know if you were to sit them down. I don't think there's any illusions that they're going to be.
I was actually on the same point as you, where I was going to say it's a great spot for Husky and management because What is there a pressure? I don't think the towel's been thrown in this year, like I said.
Yeah.
But is there, if they lose, is Conroy coming down telling Huska what the are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like is Huska's ass ever going to be on the line this year?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Never. Will he be frustrated if they lose 10 in a row? Yeah. Nobody likes losing. It sucks. You're going to find ways to stay competitive. But he's not going to get canned.
There will be a bit of a separation though, where Conroy will be okay with a lot of
Your
loss.
coach,
The coach won't be.
no, but that's fine. I'm just saying though, that's not a hot seat. That's
No,
a
no.
frustration, and you want to do better, and you're trying to coach your team, and you.
Yeah.
But it's not a. It's a pressure to. It's not a hot seat, I guess, kind of pressure where it's like, holy, we're gonna have to make a change if you don't get this going here. Right? Conroy's the same way. No one's going into Conroy's office going, Craig, we're in 12th.
But you know what happens when coaches that have a team where expectations are low, and if they exceed those, guy's a great coach. Look what he did with this team,
Yeah.
right? So
this is the kind of year you can win the Jack Adams.
this is the type of year where Ryan Huska can develop and prove himself as a great NHL coach, depending on what this team does, because no one thinks they're going to do much of anything. So, couple games left tonight, Friday, and then we wait. Then we sit and wait for the regular season.
Well, we could go out to Banff and hang out with them, I'm sure.
Next Wednesday, there it is. That was the Monday game. Wednesday, Friday. Next Wednesday at Vancouver. And then home to the Flyers. Are you already making plans for next week?
Yes. Big. Yeah.
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 Do you know what they are yet? Or
I've got an event on the 8th. I got a thing on the 10th. I got a thing on the 5th. I'm getting wound up for it.
You're real busy.
Yeah.
You're real busy.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to be busy, though. Better than sitting around doing nothing.
Is it?
Thanks. Well, that's
If I
what they
sit
say.
around and do nothing, I make soup. It's great.
Oh, how many? They're like 2 types of soups.
Might have mushroom, maybe.
Adnan likes mushroom. He was talking.
Guess so.
Have you made homemade? I've done the potato, but not the
Never
mushroom.
made homemade mushroom soup.
Jack,
No one in
what
my
kind of-
house likes mushrooms, so
What kind of mushrooms do you use for a homemade soup?
I don't make homemade soup, and I
Alright.
don't like mushrooms.
It's kind of how I.
you're
figured
not a
it was.
fun guy.
I had to turn the thing off.
Damn.
'Cause it was
Right off?
well. It starts. You heard it. It was hissing, right?
That wasn't even 20 minutes. That was like 10.
Yeah, I know. They're not happy.
They're on to us, eh?
Probably are. Yeah.
Cheaters. Do we have to pay for it? Why don't we just
Yeah.
why don't we just pay for it? $6 a month?
No, it's quite a bit more than that. It's,
What?
It's a one-time deal, and it's in American dollars,
Ooh.
which makes it even more expensive.
What's the exchange
I
rate?
know it's tough, but if do you want to do the mushroom? You don't like mushrooms, Jack?
No.
No.
Hit 'em.
You do the joke, and then
You're not a fun guy.
Oh my God.
there it is. It's all about timing with comedy.
Yes.
It's all about
It's
timing.
important.
I tell Ryan that all the time, that once it's passed, you can't go back and do the joke. You can't do it. You can do it over and over, but once the time has passed, I got to turn this off before we get some
Static.
more static on that. What it is it's software that allows you to have multiple inputs, because there's only so many inputs you can
This
have.
is highly.
And this allows, we're going to bring this microphone and this computer, and
losing
this
people.
soundboard. It allows you to bring all of it. It does one of these sorts of things, funnels it in.
They're turning it off.
How much would you spend in American dollars for this type of a program?
For a year?
I believe it's a one-time. You buy it, you're in.
$250.
US?
Yep.
Well, it's less than that.
There you go.
So,
Want me to pay? I got American credit card.
do you?
Oh yeah.
All right.
No exchange.
Look at this guy. Guy's rolling in it. I see you've got some stuff on the board here, Jack. Is there anything you want to? Is there any breaking news? Anything you want to share with us before?
No,
we,
you had asked for the lines for the Jets.
Is it up there? Jette.
Oh, I turned it off, didn't I? God damn it.
This is not working.
Okay,
We
hang
gotta
on.
buy this shit.
Okay, hang on. I'll turn it back on again. Okay,
Let's see
I think
this.
it's on. Then I got to go in
It's
here.
timing. It's all about timing, and
Go in
we've
here.
the time has
I
passed.
mute that. I go in here, change the
time
audio
to purchase was
input to
last
there,
night, so it works.
here, and I enter, and then unmute, and then I find it. Well, maybe I didn't put it in.
Oh, that was worth it.
I shit my pants last night.
That's not it.
Kansas City.
That's not it. Damn it. Thought I had
I
it.
like the nuts.
No, not it.
I had a lot of diarrhea.
I guess I don't have it.
Mm.
I'll turn it back off again before we get. So let's take a look. What are the Jets doing? Of course, when
They're busy, you
when
said.
it's a hockey game, the home team, they get to skate first. They make the road team wait. That's what you're looking at for the Winnipeg Jets. For those that are just listening, it is Scheifele with Connor and Gabe
That's their
Velarde,
team.
Vlad Nemestikov with Nikolai Ehlers and Cole Perfetti, Nino Ryder, Lowry, Mason Appleton, and then Rasmus Kupare, with Alex Iafallo and Morgan Barron. Very much their, excuse me, their full lineup.
Get it out.
There it is. And on the Bark end, Morrissey, DeMello, Pionk, Sandberg, Hayden Fleury, Colin Miller. I'm with you. I think that pretty much that's what you're looking at.
Feels like a lineup.
Looks
Who's
like
that big tall guy?
That is Dylan Stanley injured.
Logan Stanley.
Or Logan Stanley. Yeah, he got hurt last week, I believe it was. Speaking of injuries, coming up in the Pinder Report, guys are getting hurt everywhere.
Drop like flies.
And now everybody is bent out of shape, if they weren't already, about the preseason. It's too damn long. We got guys getting hurt. Patrick Laine's out. Drew Doughty's out. What the hell are we doing? And there's maybe a Bettman met with, because they weren't going to talk about expansion.
Not talking.
Remember, not talking about
no
it.
way. Damn.
But they did talk about some other things that we can.
That was one of them.
Well, kind of.
All right.
Maybe. I don't know.
I can't wait for the Pinder Report. It's going to be good.
I don't know if guys don't get hurt in the regular season, only in the preseason, but everyone's really sour about the preseason right now, that it's too long because there's injuries,
Well, they shouldn't be going to Europe then.
I guess.
And Razor is not in Europe.
Really? It seems like everybody
It's
else
a lot
is.
of money.
In Prague?
A lot of money to be spending on Rob Ray to sit in a hotel room.
Would he not go out and
He'd go
frolic?
I think he'd walk around.
Yeah.
Him and Hasek would have to get together.
Really?
Big buddies.
Were they buddies?
Shooting birds. They love shooting birds.
Is that what they would
Bird
do?
shooters.
Even Hasek?
Oh,
Because we know Ray is that
huge
guy.
bird shooter.
Really?
Wants to shoot the doves.
Do you shoot doves?
Oh, yeah.
But then what do? You eat them?
I don't know.
Do you eat
I think
doves?
they're kind of a different kind of dove.
Oh,
You go down to like Brazil and stuff.
Those
it
European
melt
doves.
the barrel right off your
Yeah.
gun.
I see. See, I had no idea. I had no idea. We're gonna do a welcome back. If I had sound, I'd maybe play some applause.
Welcome back. Isn't there a show?
That was Welcome Back, Cotter.
Yeah. John Travolta.
Welcome back to Barn Burner once again. I just got word. I had no idea. Hearing Loss Clinic back in.
Here.
Yeah. Hearing sounds. They could be the soundboard sponsor.
Soundboard sponsor.
Guess. See, now maybe we can afford this
So-
software.
That's right.
Thank you, Rhodesy and the Hearing Loss Clinic. They jumped on with us last year. They've been with us a long time. HearingLoss.ca. I went through the whole procedure, went and got the hearing checked, and expected there to be something, and in fact, there was. And it wasn't until you try out the hearing apparatus, the hearing aid, whatever you want to call it, that you see how much that you're missing. It's incredible. You may not even think about it. We talked about it all last year. You go to a doctor, you go and get your teeth done, you do all this. For a lot of people, I think probably for most people, they don't think of going and getting a hearing test as something that should be just routine. You should be doing it. And you should be, because this can change your life for the better. And I don't want to get too deep into the weeds, but the data will show that it can, because it just with your neurological system, if it's focused on you trying to hear, it just subconsciously, you're always trying to hear, you can't hear quite right. It's taking away from other things. It leads to other diseases and illnesses within the human body. So hearingloss.ca back once again, proud sponsors of the soundboard. I'm not sure if Rhodesy wants that.
Yeah, we'll
tied to his company or not.
not
But
the way it's
so
going.
happy to have those guys back. Happy to have them back. I'm probably due for another visit.
You
We
should
should get
go
you in there, you old
tuned
goat.
up. I was in
You old
there
duster.
in the spring.
You were in there. That's
Yeah,
right.
Couldn't hear a damn thing. Taking a rooting around. Wow.
You've come to the right place. You've come to the right place. So hearing loss back. They're pretty good for giving some stuff away. You never know. They show up. Hey, you got a jersey, maybe got a signed football, that sort of thing. So back into the fold is the hearing loss clinic as well. And I'm going to throw this in right now because the temperature, I don't know what it is. It's probably not bad right now, but she was a little brisk. It's fall.
I'll tell you, yeah.
Fall is here and it is on. And somebody actually had put, I saw in the comments, somebody was saying, when are the regulars coming back? When are the regular guests? When are you getting the guys back on? It's going to be next week. Our regular guests, our insiders return. I'll say it here, even though I've not really confirmed, have hard confirmation with all of them.
You may have to backpedal, but
May have to, renege on some of it. Frank Seravalli, Jamie McLennan, Darren Dreger, all back for the 2024-25 season as our hockey insiders. And they are a presentation. They will join us on the Insider Hotline, a presentation of Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating.
they're coming to my house.
Are they? They wanted to come to my house.
There's a lot of work to do.
Is there a lot of work?
Can you get over there quick?
Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating, your crystal clear choice for home comfort. Call them at 403-219-4100. Check them out at crystalclearcalgary.com. You know when you turn that furnace on for the first time and it's, oh, that smells funny. I feel like that's not good.
What if it makes a boom, boom,
What is it? How does it go?
boom, boom,
Not good. Yeah, you need to,
boom?
Crystal
boom.
Waters. Get on it. crystalclearcalgary.com is probably where I would send you. 23 years of experience, over 30,000 projects. They're your clear choice for residential plumbing, heating, and cooling system. Get a look. Barn burner customers need a new hot water heater, AC, furnace. Barn burner listeners, viewers receive discounts and upgrades up to $1,000 in value with our buddies at Crystal Waters. You like that, Jack?
It's a hell of a deal.
I figured you might.
I got an idiot friend that doesn't even have AC, so please
I know.
get in touch.
Oh, that's
Everyone, when I moved here, I probably told you this, but don't need AC in Calgary.
oh, it's the same.
Cools off at night.
Yeah.
One night.
Is that how long it took you?
One.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, real cold. F this.
Yeah.
Get my AC in now.
And you feel bad, right? It's
I don't feel
people
bad.
don't have AC,
Shit.
but it's easier than you might think. Crystal Waters, your crystal clear choice for home comfort. Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating. 403-219-4100. Check them out at crystalclearcalgary.com and doing a solid for barn burner folk.
Taking care of you.
Taking care of it.
Preach.
Taking care of you, Jack. Preach indeed. Let's do the Pinder Report. The news of the day. It's kind of what it is. When he's not here.
I was just gonna say, when he's not around, it's absolutely dialed in sports.
Yeah.
And politics.
It feels like, and I don't know, we can have the conversation. But he's been gone for a couple weeks here. There's
Has
been a
anyone
real break.
noticed him?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think so. It's a real opportunity to kind of start fresh.
Reset.
Right?
It's a reset.
It's a new thing.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the new and improved Pinder Report. It's the thought. But it'll always be brought to you by what isn't changing. Village Honda, your dealership for life. They have been a partner of ours from day one. Love them, need them, got them. In-stock inventory on the ground, new vehicle pricing, MSRP. They're part of the Wood Automotive Group. If you don't see something that's not on the lot, you're kind of looking for it, let them go to work for you. It's what they do. Let us get you in the vehicle that is perfect, that works for you. And that's what they do. VillageHonda.com presents the Pinder Report.
You just connected it.
I know.
It's his button.
Well-oiled machine over here. Well-oiled machine. It's a game day now. Is this is 6 o'clock Mountain Time? Is that what is there a time change difference from Winnipeg to here? What the
The
H?
Manitobans, I don't know if they change. Are they like the Saskers?
Yeah, they changed.
Always the same.
Nope, Saskers.
Saskatchewan. Let's just change.
Yeah, Saskers. They couldn't be bothered.
No.
You guys change if you want. I'm not
Go ahead.
changing. Yeah,
Go
Manitoba, they do it. They do it for sure. We'll see what the pairings looks like. It sounds gonna play on Friday. Barrie fighting for a job. Can Sam Honzek continue to dazzle and impress?
I want him to. I was hard on him, and now I'm pulling.
Come
for
back
him.
around.
I'm pulling for him.
Yeah,
my buddy.
And this
honk for Honzek.
Is that what it is?
Sell some of those horns. Idea guy. Go ahead, Flames. You can take that.
Certainly won't be annoying.
Yeah, that's just it. Yeah, then you get the, these horns. Got to send an email in here. And
I've been a season ticket holder for 19 years, and there's this person behind me with a horn.
Cheering.
And they keep cheering, even when they're not scoring. So yeah, it's a time change and all that. And I would say, if you impress tonight against that lineup, you can do it in the NHL. This is an NHL team.
That's
you're playing
an NHL
tonight.
squad. Okay, yeah.
Damn right.
It's a good point by you.
Damn right. Thanks.
Not everyone's going to notice that.
Good to see Backlund on practice ice, so that's good.
Oh, that was relief for me.
You were worried.
I was really concerned.
You were really concerned. I thought maybe we should talk after the show, just make sure you were all right.
I went home and meditated.
Yeah,
so.
that's right. So the preseason, I kind of alluded to it. Injuries we saw Drew Doughty go down, Patrick Laine. The Habs announced they're going to be without Laine, and it's actually good news. 2 to 3 months. It's a sprain. They will not operate on it. No surgery. 2 to 3 months.
That's nothing. Christmas.
It's nothing. Their first round pick from a year ago, David Reinbacher, knee surgery, 5 to 6 months. His season's pretty much lost. Remember last year, Kirby Dach, the former Blade,
I don't remember,
and then Blackhawk,
and
then went to Montreal. Last year, played in 2 games, knee injury, done for the year.
Maybe it's ice in Montreal.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Chez Paris. Now, speaking of Dach, this is the Senators and the Habs from last night. They weren't messing around. So Dach is back. He's ready to go. He's healthy. He is. It was a feisty one.
Really?
Yeah. She was a feisty
like
one.
Actual feisty, not like Vancouver, Calgary.
Dach is across the blue line. Clunk. That's Ridley Gregg.
Randy Gregg's boy.
Did he? It's not true. Did he have the puck? Was it long enough? He's definitely shaken up here.
Quit kneeling
Comes across
over.
the blue line. Doink. It's maybe a little late.
It's a little late.
Maybe a little late. Gregg given an interference call. Then a little bit later on in the game, the Habs said, "Well, if this is how we're playing the game, men,
looking up, man.
Arbor Czech guy takes a run at Tim Stützle, damn near identical in a way,
except a little more,
more oomph. Yeah, there's Brady Tkachuk. He comes in. Interesting. Tkachuk got 2 minutes here for roughing. Anyway, take another look at this hit as Stützle. Again, it's maybe not as late, but it's
not as late, but
it's on the button.
He throws a little bit of a.
You'll see it here.
No, it won't.
Clunk.
Oh yeah, he's following through with the elbow too, which doesn't make it look good.
Doesn't make it look good. And then you go ahead. So that's in the second period, I believe. You jump ahead to the third. Dach, Ridley. It's as though they were going after Ridley after the Dach hit for most of the night. It's all right. We're gonna go. I hit you. We're going to have to do it. So good on Gregg for getting in there.
Oh, there you go.
And Dach gets his pound of flesh. Kirby Dach was okay. Actually came back, scored a goal in the game. 2 good guys. Nobody getting hurt. That's what you want to see.
All right, refs, get in there now. Oh, lefty.
Well, I don't think he is.
No.
I think he's throwing lefts.
Unconventional.
So good on him for switching it up. But maybe that's... Do some, Tybo? Is that what you would take? I'm not sure.
Tybo was a great workout.
So
Loved
good.
that.
Yeah. Did you do a lot of it?
Oh, yeah. Still do.
First overall pick, Macklin Celebrini, San Jose Sharks. Now, this is not a vicious play in any way, shape, or form, but the Sharks were playing the hockey club last night. He kind of gets tripped up right there, toe pick off the stick, and then goes careening into the end boards, would leave the hockey game, would not return a lower body injury for the first overall pick. Right there. Maybe it's bad ice.
It's just it happens.
So anyway,
Look, it's
more injuries, Red. All these injuries.
I don't know if he's injured or if they just said take the rest of the
I
day.
think there is some of that. Now, don't tell Line A or Doughty that. Those are real injuries.
Drew snapped her pretty good there.
Yeah.
But he also got good news, right? Wasn't it?
A break, not a lot of ligament
tears.
or damage down there. So that's good news. So the Bettman, they had their little get together, chin wag with the Board of Governors. We're not talking about expansion.
Don't talk to me about expansion.
Not talking about expansion. We're not doing it. Just don't even bring it up. However, there was a talk about this because everyone's fired up right now about the preseason being too long. What if, I'll try and sell it to you. What if we trimmed the preseason down to 4 games, but we add 2 regular season games to the schedule?
Back to 84.
84 games of the regular season, but we're going to knock that preseason game.
So it's pretty much the exact same amount of games.
Ballpark, yeah. And if anything, probably better for the hockey-related revenue because you might sell more tickets to a regular season game than you would.
Yeah, when you're selling those season tickets,
it's 42. Yeah, 42 home games. I'm sure the owners would be devastated.
I don't know. I've always hated exhibition games. They used to be 14 games.
Yes.
So it's.
You played. It'd be
I
for
thought
you to.
The owners liked the exhibition games because it was free revenue. They don't have to pay the players.
I mean, I don't know.
That's what I was always told.
Yeah.
It's like, it's all cash in pocket because
it's as though they're in a great spot.
There's no salary being
It's as
paid.
though the owners are in a really good spot either way. I don't know. I just can't. It seems crazy already that you're giving away the cup in late June, and now we're going to add to when
Well, you're going to start
Can we-
earlier.
can we
Does that mean
slide
you're
it back
starting
a little
earlier?
bit?
I'm cool with starting earlier
Yeah.
and ending sooner. Let's do that.
Yeah.
You can also throw that stupid break out the window. Have they got rid of the All-Star game?
No.
That also can soil itself.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then there's this 4 Nations deal that's going to happen.
That'll be good too. Yeah. So July 1st, Canada Day. Here's your Stanley Cup.
Yeah. No, we'll let them decide. It doesn't seem like a lot, 2 more games, but I'm with you. I just don't think anybody wants a preseason that long.
No, but you do have to let people show if they can play, right? Like, I can't off the top. I'm sure there's guys on teams that came in one year and teams were like,
yeah,
wait a minute, who was this guy?
But there, even when you start for the coaching staff, you've got 3 separate units for practice every single day. You got to separate.
God.
You know who's making the, who's going to maybe be making the team or maybe not making the team.
You do.
You have your rookie tournaments. You can do that.
That's the thing I was going to follow up with. Then have a good rookie tournament.
Yeah. Against guys in that same age group, more or less. Okay, that's tier them against those guys.
Yeah.
And then
have a real good rookie tournament in 4 quadrants of North America. And set them up there for 10 days. So you get a couple practices and it's not just games and you get it. Okay. And we're going to take the top, every organization could do what they want, but not everyone's coming to main camp. Don't need all of you. So here's your rookie camp. We're going to take 10 kids and then we'll play. I'd be good.
Rookie camp, preseason, rookie tournament.
I think rookie and main camp should be more defined, I guess.
Sure. We fixed it already.
It's not difficult, Dean.
It's not difficult. Mentioned to you last week, I think it was, Marc-Andre Fleury. This will be his final loop.
Can you just call him by his real name?
The Flower?
Mm-hmm.
The Flower is
Now
called
wait, what was Lafleur?
the flower.
So they're both the flower? Are we good with that?
Well, I called him Marc-Andre Fleury.
I know I screwed it up, so it never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this is Fleury, not Lafleur.
Okay.
Because Lafleur, I believe in you parlez-vous anglais translation is the flower, I think. I'm not sure what Fleury.
Jack?
Was the Fleury? Is that it's the McFlurry, right?
Yeah.
But you're not a sweet guy because I was gonna ask you about the McFlurry, the ice cream.
Well, it's cheaper.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Is it as good, Jack?
I don't believe so.
I'm lost. Are we talking the McFlurry, Flurry, the goalie?
Well, I was gonna say Flurry, and then I thought of ice cream, and the only Flurry is the McFlurry, right? There's not another.
There's no. Unless some one-off dump.
What about the McFlurry?
I'm just asking your thoughts on it.
I don't know if I've ever had a McFlurry.
Really?
I'm a Blizzard guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We're comparing.
It's a very comparable product.
Is it?
It's an attempt to be compared to.
Where they take the goodies, they put it in with the ice cream and give it the old.
They've got some
tilt
sort of
whirl
blending system.
Yeah.
They always got the machine's always broken.
Is it?
Yeah. I've never had a McFlurry.
I always liked the caramel sundae
at
the
DQ or the at
Arches.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever done that.
Doug just likes the ice cream.
That's a good poll idea. Blizzard versus
ice cream.
McFlurry.
Oh, I think that'll be lopsided.
I think, your Blizzard is going to.
You know what it is too? The people at the Blizzard place, they're pretty cocky about it. Because when they hand it to you, they do the upside down thing. There you go. See how thick it is? I get it. All right. Should be for $9.
Exactly.
For Christ's sake. It's a lot when you think about it. A little bit of ice cream and some chopped up score bits in there. $9.
Do you do the
Thank
score?
you. Love score.
Me too. Hard to beat.
Yeah.
Sometimes double it up from going.
So good. What's your go-to Blizzard, Jack?
The Oreo.
My kid likes the Oreo.
It's childish.
I think Pinder told me that once.
Oh, but yeah, Pinder can't.
Pinder, yeah.
We had this discussion too. If you eat soft ice cream, you're a white trash hillbilly. You're right off the trailer park. If you eat Dairy Queen or if you have a soft ice cream cone or a Blizzard or any of that, you're just
trash.
You got transmissions and bathtubs in your front yard. I hope you feel okay about that, Jack. So we continue with the Pinder reports. Anyway, Marc-Andre Fleury. I don't know if you remember. I said this could be his last thing. Last year in the National Hockey League. So last night, preseason game, he plays for the Wild. Stoppage. You know what happens? They blow the whistle. They go to commercial break. Mm-hmm. Out come the ice cleaners with the shovels and that. Well, some guy skated by the Wild bench, one of the shovelers, and started giving it to the Wild. Hey, let's get it going here. You guys are playing like bleep. I'm not sure if you can recognize, so it kind of gives it away. You can go ahead, Jack.
First period TV timeout, and the ice crew has a new addition. And look at this guy. And we know goalies are the best athletes now. This was one of those typical Marc-Andre.
He got a wig going, or is that his hair? He's got the stash and the glasses.
By the bench, did a flyby and said,
the guy here, the spirit
let's get it going. And I was right behind the bench watching the reaction when they finally figured it out.
Skates by the bench, gives, hey, fucking pick it up. Get your ass in gear.
Oh, I like that.
I like it too. He's been good for that stuff too, right? Over his career.
I met him. Jay McKee was playing in Pittsburgh when he was there, and I met him, talked with him. You could tell just by the little bit I was around. I'm like, okay, this guy's he's a fun guy. It's too late.
Jack, you've got it over there.
He's sleeping. He's staring at.
I'm not sure what's he got.
He's got
some of those blue movies going on over there.
Yeah, he got.
What are you so focused on over there?
I'm just reading comments.
He's making trades.
Red doubles down on the fun guy joke, and there's no shovel.
Damn.
I don't have the shovel.
Don't you?
No.
All right. Well, I'll pay for this
Let's
thing
just
today.
pay. Yeah, we got to pay for it.
Just quit being cheap. Send the bill up the.
Not sure they're happy with me up the.
Who cares?
So that's Marc-Andre Fleury. That was not Guy Lafleur. Just for clarity. Baseball yesterday. So a brief history. Now the wild card thing still kind of new, where they do you play in, you got to get in. That's best of threes, and you move on, that sort of thing. Brief history, but teams winning game 1 have gone on to advance 14 out of the 16 times. So win game 1
because it's a short series.
Short, real short. And in addition to that, when a road team has won game 1,
ooh, all of them,
10 times it's happened. 8 have won the series, 7 via a sweep. So 7 of the 10, the home team just says, we're cooked. To hell with it. We lost game 1.
Still hungover from my.
That's right. We had so much champagne the other night. We just got in here. I don't know what the hell. So the Padres and Brewers. You want in the series, 3 games. You want a good start.
Yeah.
Get game 1. And in game 1, let's get a good start.
Yeah.
How about this? Bottom 1, Padres home to the Braves.
Here's Fernando Tatis. He swings, sends one high and deep to left. He's watching, so are 44,000 others. Oh, what a start for the Padres as Tatis leaves the building, and this place is on its feet. Padres lead it 2-0.
How hard is that?
Did he ever? Did he ever? Look at the exit velocity. 112, you say. 415 feet. Did you know it was gone? You did. Okay. That's bottom 1, 2-0.
Got a piece of it, huh?
Tatis. See ya. Michael King. He was the starter for the Padres. About as good as it gets. 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 12 Ks.
Ooh.
A 4-0 win for the Padres. And so for King, 12 or more strikeouts, 0 walks, 12 runs, and the win in the same game. No pitcher's ever done it in MLB history.
Ever.
Playoff game. Ever.
It's pretty.
Mets and Brewers, remember 2 days ago, they had to
Monday.
play the Braves for that little, we're going to play 2 and somebody's got to get in and this sort of thing.
Splitter.
They scored 6 runs in the 8th to win that game on Monday, the one game that they needed. Yesterday, they did it again. They were down, scored 5 in the top of the 5th, and rolled to an 8-4 win over the Brew Crew. Luis Severino, shaky start, retired the final 8 batters that he would face, allowing 4 runs over 6 for the win. And Milwaukee was loving life. Life was real good. They were up 2-0 and 4-3. I would think in a city like Milwaukee, when New York comes to town, you hate New York.
Oh, big city.
A lot of hair. Stanek. Love it. You know what? That guy, he likes soft ice cream. For sure he does. Elsewhere, American League. You want to be a road team? You want to get that first win? Royals at Orioles. Kansas City lefty Cole.
Camden Yards.
They were all excited. And all things being equal, Orioles did a hell of a job yesterday. But Kansas City lefty Cole Reagans made his postseason debut. 6 scoreless, 0 walks, struck out 8 as the Royals take game 1, 1-0 over Baltimore. So there it is, with a runner on. Just one swing of the bat, you win that game. You give up 1 run and 5 hits and still lose at home. But you know what? Get over it. You got to play again.
You can't be crying in your soup. You got to get ready to go.
They always say that. And the final game, and I'm not sure, we talked about the Astros. What is it? Just every year they get in the divisions.
I don't know. As long as Verlander's playing.
Tarek Skubal of the Tigers, likely the Cy Young winner coming up in the American League. Led the league, the AL in wins, strikeouts, and ERA in the regular season. 6 scoreless yesterday, 6 Ks. Astros with loaded bases, though, in the bottom of the 9th. Couldn't get it done. The Tigers' first postseason appearance in a decade stun Houston by a score of 3-1 to put their it's a ripper. She was a ripper right there.
That was a tie game right there.
That was a tie game.
Right at him.
Not ideal.
Those Tigers are kind of on a hot streak.
They are. Because remember, we showed that the Venn diagram there. It's like we're not very good. Now we're really not good. Oh, hey, look at us.
Tigers. Let's go.
Look at us.
You, Astros.
So there you go. 4 of all 3. You got some must-win stuff going on here today. Some home teams got to get some winning done. They continue today. Tigers at Astros at 12:30. Royals, Orioles 2:38. Mets at Brewers 5:38. Braves at Padres 6:38. So while you're making soup, put on some baseball.
Some ball games on.
Watch
Got my
baseball.
kid's first hockey game today. Big exhibition match.
Is that right?
McKnight. Hated rivalry.
Yeah, my girl's very excited. First game, but first game in about 2 years where she's a player, not a goalie.
A lot of people are bragging about how good she was in that.
Yeah.
Multi-talented, just like father.
Yeah. Well, she waited until I dropped about $2,500 on pads and masks and stuff, and then decided I'll just go play. So then I dropped more money on new skates.
Give it
gloves.
to Pinder. Give it to Pinder.
Did you watch the Netflix special?
I don't watch TV, Dean. I do push-ups and stretch.
Just core?
Yeah. Core movements, functional fitness, they call it.
Pelvic floor? Yeah, all of that. Jack, did you see the Netflix special Receiver?
Yes, I did.
All right. So this news, if you watched it, it's probably not a huge shock, but Davante Adams not happy in Las Vegas.
You don't say.
Yeah, he's not happy with how things are going.
These casinos are not treating me right.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, remember we talked about Antonio Pierce, their coach, 2 weeks ago. They lose to Carolina. Says some guys made some business decisions out there, maybe not laying their body on the line, doing what it takes to win, that sort of thing. Then there was a Sports Illustrated writer put out a tweet, or no, it's on Instagram, an IG post saying that, quote, where is it here? Don't be surprised if Davante Adams has already played his last snap with the Raiders. Antonio Pierce on Instagram liked the post, gave it a heart or a thumbs up or whatever you do there. So people were like, so the coach is, what's going on? Now, sounds like the Raiders have said,
you can have him.
You can get out of here. Adam Schefter saying it's a package that would include a second-round pick and some additional compensation.
Where is it going?
Well, everyone's pointing.
Nakua.
Everyone is pointing towards the JETE. Again, if I had it, I'd play it. Just to be rekindled and reunited with Aaron Rodgers from their Packers days. How many old guys can you get in one locker room?
I was actually laughing about it because it was Favre, right? That went from Green Bay
and went to Minnesota as well. But yeah, he landed in
JETE. Just build from within.
I guess so, but if you're already in, if you're doing the Rodgers thing,
how's the Rodgers thing go?
Well, it was not good last week, but it was so rainy.
Oh, I didn't realize there was
weather
rain.
Conditions were so bad.
Oh well, it's not his fault then.
The other thing is he and the Rodgers and Wilson are not on the same page. I was watching a thing yesterday. There was just a couple routes that Wilson has run there. It's like you're going the wrong way. Rodgers just got his hands up. He's like holding his head. I'm not sure these two guys are in sync.
But Adams, bring him in.
Total sync. And sync.
The kitchen
Mbop.
sink.
Did they sing Mbop? Wrong band, I think. I think that's the wrong band. So anyway, look at that.
So you don't want a disgruntled receiver.
So the Raiders, so then who is Gardner Minshew going to throw to? Then what is he going to do?
I brought this up last week. The Raiders do not feel like the Raiders of
don't.
old. It's just a team.
Yeah, I hear you. I still think we should go and make sure.
I would be willing to check and make sure.
I do too. I know you're a big, as we remember, a hooper and a dimer.
Yep, absolutely.
You're big into the hardwoods.
That's why I've been busy. I can't watch receivers.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Get out of here with this. Jack grabbed a couple of hoop dreams here. Scoot Henderson.
Scooter.
You come in and it's a learning experience as a rookie. He's a second-year guy. So the style of game that you play, the techniques, just the footwork, everything of the pro game, of the big league game. So going into your second year,
you're ready.
What have you learned? What have you picked up along the way?
Now that you have a couple months of distance from it, kind of what do you look back on about your rookie season and kind of what you learned from it?
I look back at the good food that I had. Yeah, a lot of the food. And then, what I've learned from it. You know what I'm saying? Just all the games, obviously think about all the games every night.
Scoot.
I friggin' love Scoot Henderson.
Scoot is wicked. Get me some Scoot jersey.
And you know what? I was going to say, to triple back on a joke, I think he might be a fun guy.
Yes.
I get the feeling like maybe he's a really fun guy.
Scoot.
The food, all the food.
They got good food in Portland?
And what I learned from it.
Yeah, sounds as Scoot.
I guess. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just all the road food. Hard to say. And Bronny. Bronny plays with LeBron. Bronny's his kid. LeBron's kid is Bronny James, and they play. They're going to play the same.
dimer.
Yeah, as a hooper and dimer, you would know that. Why am I telling you this? But you would also know this as being a overbearing dad who's too much to be around your kid all the time.
Well,
It's got to suck. It's like, this is great. I'm going to the show. Be with your dad. In the locker room, I just want to mess around, have some fun. Dad's sitting in the corner. What about you going? So how are we getting to gotta go? It's time to get to the game. How are we getting to the arena? Hopping in with Dad.
I'll pick you up.
Bronny, are you guys going to be like commuting together or any, like you and your dad? Like, do you know any of that? Like, you're going to sync up your rides to and from practice or anything like that?
Definitely not. It's already so much that we've been grouped together as I'd like to stay as away as possible from that guy. Appreciate you.
Yeah. That's exactly it. I'm sick of my dad. I love him, and I'm guessing he lives a pretty good life.
Yes, I'm sure.
Because of the old man. But yeah, probably. So your dad. You gonna play with your dad?
Hey, Pops, you pick me up.
Are you gonna go and eat with your dad?
You and
You're
your
gonna sit beside your dad?
dad going out tonight?
No, I'm not not carpooling. Not carpooling. So that
but
I'm gonna say
start
that.
soon, basketball?
Yeah. Hey Jack, you know this. What are you testing me
I'm
now?
just
You being
telling you,
hard dimer hooper?
Thanks, Jack.
What's Jack got going on
I don't
over
know,
there?
but I'm going.
He's
I'd
so
love
distracted.
to check the history on his.
We need to put like a mirror up on the wall or something so we can see what he's looking at over there. I'm just looking at all the comments. There's not that many comments, I can tell you. Somebody's chiming in with yesterday's news. Rest in peace, Pete Rose. That was good yesterday. Dikembe Mutombo. Yeah, got that.
Well, and we believe in and want to be respectful of them, but
My kid, I told you this the other day. My kid talking about dad being sick of his dad. His dad's sick of the kid. The only time he texts me now, I got him involved in fantasy football. It's like everybody does it. You can learn about it.
It's fun.
By the end of week 1, all I'm getting is texts every day of trade offers that he's been given. Should I go and get this guy? Well, what about this guy? He just texted me, should I pick up Charbonnet? Like, he doesn't know who the guy is. It's not Charbonnet, you dummy. Don't get your kid involved in your own fantasy thing. Do your own thing. Who are you taking? Well, I can't tell you because you're going to sewer me.
We're kind of.
Hey, sorry, Dad. I got that guy that you were wanting on waivers. I'm living with this a-hole now. Luckily, I got Jack. So when I'm out getting butter, I can just say, hey, we got to get a deal done.
Let's make a sweet deal.
And we
here.
get a deal done. It was done very quickly. So now what's your side? Because it was McLaurin. I needed a receiver.
Yeah.
You needed a running back.
I needed a running back bad. I was playing Cordell Patterson.
Yeah.
He was all right last week.
I'm
He's
paying
hurt, though.
Davis.
I think he's hurt.
Like the Bills Davis?
Yeah.
Ray? Raymond Davis?
Better hope for a blowout.
Yeah. So how do you feel you did in the trade? Because you did it. You obviously feel good about it.
Yeah, I feel good. Swift was horrible the first couple weeks. And then it was like, are they going to bench him? Are they going to play this Roshan Johnson guy? Then they gave him like 26 touches.
Yeah, he went crazy last week.
Yeah.
So my thing is, it was a one-off, and he is still shit.
Oh,
that's my hope. And with Jaden Daniels and McLaurin, I'm thinking, hey, this is great. McLaurin's gonna be awesome. So why'd you get rid of McLaurin? What don't I know about him?
He's been better. He doesn't get a lot of targets, I've noticed. Like 3 or 4 a game. He's been.
Who else is getting them there then?
McCaffrey's brother.
Ertz?
Luke
McCaffrey? Is that his name?
Yeah, Luke. Noah Brown. I don't know.
Well, I hope it works out for you.
But I got a lot of Bears now. That's one thing I've kind
You've
of
got a lot
I
of
got
Bears.
Caleb, I've got DJ Moore and Swift. So they better put up some points.
When's their bye week? You'll be
all right, that too.
There'll be that coming up. So baseball, Bet365, the Bet365 proud partner of Barn Burner. There you see the promo code FN bonus. They are the world's largest sports betting platform. Open an account with Bet365 today. A huge range of markets. I love the app. It's the one that I use. It's so easy. Some of them are a little convoluted. You get in there, well, I don't know where to find this or this.
Yep.
It's all right there. And use the code FN bonus when you sign up for a little bit of, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you use the bonus? Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. We'll have some football tomorrow. 2 Thursday nighters again, I think, isn't there? I believe.
Really?
I don't know. Might be wrong about that. But there you see it. That's the baseball skid today. Not a lot. You could see the over-unders maybe change a little bit there. Braves and Padres, they're expecting to be a little, Max Fried maybe going to be able to rein in Fernando Tatis, and once these games start, you can still get in on the app, and the lines, depending on the score, they're going to move up and down. Right now, Detroit +1.5. They start taking a lead, maybe it's going the other way. Get the app on your phone, play along at home. The world's largest sports betting platform is Bet365, proud partner of Barn Burner.
One football.
What's that?
Only one football.
Is there? Well, it's probably all right.
It's okay.
What do we got?
Tampa Bay, Atlanta.
Not bad.
Don't know what to make of Tampa Bay.
It was good we had 2 the other night because the one was garbage.
Oof.
So you could then go and watch the Seahawks and Lions and at least be entertained. Kirk, Baker, Mike Evans is still good. What's going on with Bijan Robinson? He's supposed to be awesome, stud, real good, but for the second straight year now, it sure doesn't feel like they're using him.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. They like using that Algier guy. He was on the angry runs.
I saw that.
Hard runner. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
If we had connections, we'd phone and find out.
Just phone Atlanta, ask them about Bijan Robinson. I don't, though. Do you have any Atlanta? No.
I don't. Atlanta was never. No.
How about you, Jack? You got any?
My dad's girlfriend's family lives in Atlanta. They might know.
There you go.
Call him.
Should we call him?
Yeah. What's the deal with Bijan Robinson? Why is he not get? Why are they getting Tyler Algier? A reminder that back for another terrific season is the Great Clips inbox here on Barn Burner. If there's a question, if there's something hockey related, maybe you want to know about Bijan Robinson, why he's not getting the ball, you can email us. We may not have the answer, but you can send us an email. This is how you connect with the show. It's one of the ways you can connect with the show for sure. And Great Clips is here for it. More than 4,400 hair salons throughout the U.S. and Canada. They're official hair salon of the National Hockey League. Locally owned, operated 7 days a week. But what makes them great, at least to me, is the app, the Great Clips check-in app. You go in there, you hit your location. Well, here's where they are. Here's one, here's one, here's one. And also, here's the estimated wait time. It's, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to go here. You click on it, and you're in line. You're in the queue for your appointment. You can opt in for the Ready Next text alert. You'll get a text when your estimated wait time is about 15 minutes. It says, hey, come on down. Why don't you come on over? For more information, check out greatclips.com. Great Clips, it's going to be great. And the email address, if you would like to send a note to the show, I guess it could just be if you just want to say, hey guys, Love the show. You guys are so great, so funny. Where can I want to send you gifts? How do we do
where
it?
can I send you some food?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of
some scramblers
stuff here that I'd really just like to share with you guys for no charge. Great Clips inbox at flamesnation.ca is the email address. So tomorrow, I think we've decided.
Yeah,
There is a
event.
There's an event in the morning that we will be participating in that we're excited to take part in. However, it is right about nowish. It's in the usual showtime window, and we're going to pivot for tomorrow. Probably about a noon start time. We'll shoot for around noon. And I know people get upset, and it's part of their day and it's everything. It's, well, yeah, how come you guys are starting later, whatever. So we're just going to ask politely for a little bit of grace for tomorrow, that we will not be on at our usual 10, 15, 10, 08, 10, 21, 10, 17, 10, 14 start time. It will be closer to noon and that will be based on how long the event goes. But once it's over, we're going to come straight back here and start doing this thing that we do.
Zipping over.
We'll still have it for you. It's just going to come on a little bit later tomorrow. And if you listen or watch the show later in the afternoon or whatever, and you don't watch it live, then this means nothing to you. It's probably, you turn it on at 2 o'clock.
You're not going to know the difference.
Yeah, you won't know. Won't have a clue. It'll mean nothing to you. So that's the scoop. I see a question coming in. Mike Commodore. Rhett, you going drinking tonight or something? Now there could be that. Do you need a couple extra hours to recoup?
Maybe after the game, we have a big celebration, big W for the first win,
preseason win over the Jets. Guys got to celebrate.
Yeah,
get in one. That's how that goes. No, Mike, it's not drinking. It's actually kind of upstanding. It's good people. Actually, we're going to be associating with good people tomorrow. So that's weird.
Do we have to dress up? Was the question.
I don't think so.
Okay, good. Whew. Didn't like this.
Do you mean dress up for normal people or for us?
I meant
because I think even if we dress up, that's not dressed up for normal people.
I'm going to dress up for me.
For us, yeah.
Yeah.
So like a shirt
without
food on it.
A golf shirt.
Yeah. Jeans that don't have
collared shirt.
Mustard on them. Yeah.
You brought it up today. Hoodies. Or bunny hug.
Yeah.
You're not going with that.
I'm not going to wear a bunny hug. I'll wear a shirt that maybe has a collar on.
And a hat?
No hat.
No hat.
I'll go sans hat.
Okay. Sounds serious.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's going to be okay. Does that sound okay, Jack, as far as a plan for tomorrow?
Works for me.
Okay.
You coming?
No.
Oh, good.
You could.
Free breakfast?
I don't think there's food.
Okay. I'd buy you breakfast, so it'd still be free for you. But
yeah. So anyway, that's the plan for tomorrow.
Great plan, Dean. Way to put that together.
Yeah. And then, there's another Friday's kind of a thing too, because the kids got a tournament and
I like Fridays off.
I know you do.
Fridays.
I don't have to twist your arm. If only there was somebody else involved with this thing that could host the show when things come up. But
I could just get some idiot friends and we could just banter.
You could, yeah.
But then I can't do reads very well.
Sure you can.
Why don't you pre-record the reads and I'll just do it?
Okay.
Jack can just push the button.
Yeah.
Put it in there.
Are you ready to hit the button? Hit it.
That'll do it.
See you, buddies.